Hello everyone! I thought I would do a quick video for myself for the fundraiser. I'm just having a walk up the Skirrid, getting training. I need to fix these iron lungs of mine. But I just wanted to do a quick word on why I'm doing this, why I'm involved. I think it's important to say first and foremost is that I am just a mum. I am just a mum who 3 years ago, came across a school lesson plan for England. That was called the All About Me programme. And that lesson plan had sexual stimulation for children, and this lesson plan was from age 4. And the more I was reading these lesson plans, the more it was talking about consent and good touch, and I was extremely confused as to why we was teaching children such mixing messages. And especially around the good touch, bad touch. I know I speak for myself here, and I know I speak for other abuse victims who have had biological reactions during their abuse. Abuse isn't always violent, and children can be groomed in such a manner that they don't even realise what they're experiencing is abuse. And because these lesson plans were supposedly protecting children from abuse, I couldn't understand what I was reading. It felt like a paedophile's handbook for me. So I got involved. I forgot about it. I left it 3 years until I found out that we were getting a mandatory sex education, and I decided to look into it more. This led me to the World Health Organization, to UNESCO. I soon realised that we weren't having a Welsh education at all. We were having a global comprehensive sexuality education, which was already in numerous countries. And quite frankly, I was just horrified. And I knew that there was no way that this could be taught to children. I certainly didn't want it taught to my child. I haven't shared my story that much because there are other victims when a child is abused. Those other victims can be innocent members of the family, both the family of the person who's been abused, but also the families of the person who did the abusing. And my daughter was sexually assaulted, and for her it felt nice. What happened to her, she thought it was nice. It tickled. And I have always told my daughter nobody is to touch her genitals, privates are private, nobody touches under your pants. But it was irrelevant. It was irrelevant because the person was able to easily manipulate her anyway. And when what was happening to her felt nice by her standard, she couldn't see the danger or the harm. Fortunately, she told me because she asked me to do the same thing to her. And because of that, again, has enabled me to see the red flags in this education a lot more clearly. This is dangerous. This education is dangerous, and everybody needs to look into it. What you are seeing is the presentation. The presentation that you are being offered, but you're not reading the small print. You're not checking the product. And the product is dangerous. The presentation looks beautiful, but the product is dangerous. And people need to look into this more. So I am doing my bit. I am trying to help raise money to take the Welsh Government to court to get answers. They have continually lied. They are still denying that this is a global sex education, even though UNESCO is on the website, it's on the hub. The Welsh Government is on the UNESCO website. So this is a global sex education, and we're being lied to. Parental consultations haven't been made public. They've been made public very quietly. Even then, with the consultations, they have not listened. Both consultations, parents and teachers wanted to keep the opt-out, but they didn't listen anyway. Did a petition. I've signed a petition. The petition went in. Still nothing. Still no action to be made. We've got no choices left. We need answers. We don't want a parental opt-out. I don't want to opt out. I care about the children who haven't got parents to opt out for them. They are the ones who are most vulnerable. This whole package on grooming, you could have a package the same size as the trans toolkits just on grooming. Covers online, covers everything. Where's all the grooming? This isn't a good education, and you need to look into it more. In the meantime, I am doing the 3 peaks. I am not a very fit person. I am training myself up at the moment, but I'm going to do the 3 peaks. I'm doing Snowdon, Cadir Idris, and then Pen y Fan in 24 hours, and I'm hoping you lovely lot will sponsor me. So I'd be very grateful. I'm going to post a link to my personal link for the fundraiser, and I would be incredibly grateful if you guys would support me to help fight to get this removed from our curriculum. And I also think it's very important for you all to know, which is another reason why we are taking this on, is if you read the Curriculum and Assessment Act, you will see in it that the Welsh Government has said that they no longer need to consult with parents or teachers on the curriculum if they do not see fit. The curriculum has just been changed for the first time in 20 years. So we've got this education going in already, mandatory, age 3, no parental opt-out. And then the Curriculum Act also tells us they do not need to consult with us again on any changes that they make. You won't know until your child is telling you. So this needs to be fought. This needs to be stopped. What are us parents for if it is only just to feed our child and to give them a roof over the head, if the state have control of everything else that they learn? We need to reclaim this. It is parents who need to be educated on how to keep their children safe. Parents need to know how to do that. The answer isn't to get children talking about their genitals with any Tom, Dick or Harry. Comfortable with certain people, yes, they must know that they can talk to certain people, that they have a safety net. But for it to become something that they just talk about with anybody, no, that's not the right way at all. So I hope you will support me, and thank you very much.